Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Tampa. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And this will be a Bucs first down. Tackle's made it about the 38-yard line. Right back to Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Kings!
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he will dive into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. One quarter in the books. The Bucks have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to keep it himself. And he's into the end zone. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Godwin looking the right side. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll run it. It's Irving. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again here with Irving. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
On play action, Mayfield. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol. Up, Done.
They'll go. Mayfield. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the 1st down.
Goff to throw on first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Whoa! That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Lions are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. They'll come up here, first and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down here. It looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, Goff. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He'll let this one go long for Williams.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On 1st down, here's Irving. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Regular, regular, regular. Done.
They go play action with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Real, real, real. Watch out!
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Run, run, run. Watch out!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On the ground, it's Irving. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Stop.
Baker to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Now Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here we go. This is fourth down. The Lions called their first timeout. So, on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Pistol. What's up?
They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard. Here's Gibbs. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now he'll run it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And the Lions are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keeper. This ball game is over. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Nick, hey man.